Alright, so second week in the program, pretty well. First week done. I'm up to my second week. One's gonna be a short video because I actually haven't done much besides watch some of the videos, and I've been super busy with family and stuff. So yeah, I feel bad about it, but then there's also like I feel like you got to balance those relationships somehow and spend time with the people that you love. Anyway, I've watched the first four videos, which was Euclidary axioms. I don't know how to say that. I don't know why he picked such a weird name for it. It makes sense, the name, but it's just too complicated for my pronunciation and my English skills. And then there was a business foundations. I forget what that one was actually called. I think a six-figure fusion. And then there was pick a niche. And then also the intro. So I watched four of them, yeah. So first one, I'll just talk about my thoughts about um, the Axiom one. I thought it was amazing, but it's also like similar to a different video he's made, which I watched a few years ago. So I already sort of had that in the back of my mind. But again, it's always great to be reminded, and having those reminders consistently, it's better than that. Like as Bruce Lee always says, if you're a man who's done the same kick 1,000 times than the man who knows 1,000 different punches, sort of thing. Um, yeah, so it was like, so that was about cause and effect, the consulting business and the actual business we're going to be doing, and what the program is, and like sort of the steps you have to take. And then, yeah, I didn't actually write notes on that one, which I feel bad about, because it was a 3 hour video and I wish I had notes, but I didn't have a notebook. I just bought a notebook the other day. So the next one was Six Figure Fusion, and that was the actual five foundations of a business, which is the niche, um, the problem, the solution. I actually forget. Wait up. It's in my notes. Let me have a look. I'm a bit all over the shop this morning. Um, oh yes, that's right. Result and then offer. So they were the two. So niche, problem, solution, the result you get, the niche, and then the offer, your actual offer that you make. What do you say? Say I'll get you X amount of clients in 30 days, or you get all your money back. That sort of stuff. You've probably heard it from Alex Hormozy and Money Models, his Offers book, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, they were the foundations. Then he went through second cause effects, which are pretty much second order second order consequences are the consequences of your previous consequences. So you take an action, and then you get there's a consequence to that action, but then there's also consequences to that consequence of that initial action. And then he showed us all these maps, extensive maps of going from your auntie buying you an Xbox was one of the examples. You playing it like an hour a day, then you play it every day, and then you play it all day, and then that affects your work, and then that affects your happiness, and pretty much you become homeless just from your auntie buying your Xbox. That's a very, very basic understanding of the concept, and I wish to watch that video again once I go through the whole course. I want to pretty much not speed run the course. I still want to take my time and take my notes, do the action items properly, but then I want to do a more thorough dive and like actually not pay attention, I guess, because I'm already paying attention this first time. But I definitely want to watch it again and watch everything again. So that's on my to-do list. So yeah, that was it, and that was pretty much just to show us that we have to stick through it and be consistent. And like stickability and consistency are very important, because you won't see results for like in like 3 months. You might not see results in 6 months. So yeah, you just got to stick with it. Next video that I watched this morning, which was about the niche selection, which I found very great because throughout my whole sort of business journey, I've always struggled picking a niche. And like the process of picking a niche has always been very vague to me. But Charlie's broken it down very well from understanding what your skills are, understanding what you're interested in, to actually like the viability of a niche. So they have enough money? Does this niche have enough money? Is there a big enough market? Is this market falling? Like a newspaper niche, you wouldn't want to go after newspapers or CDs or something because they're all failing markets, you know, cinemas, stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it really. I haven't really done the action items. I harassed a few more of my friends to join the course because that was another one of the action items. And I apologize if anyone sees it. This video, it's in my circle and they've been harassed by me to join the course. But it's an action item and I want to do every single one of the action items so that I don't want to leave one unturned. Otherwise, I might get complacent with the important ones, and like I feel like it's just a good habit to have going through this course. So next action item I have to do before I go to the next video is I have to hit up my closest friends and family. Yeah, so I've already got a list of them, and I have to ask them stuff about myself, to help me understand myself, because it's good to get a third person perspective of what other people think you're interested in and like what you talk about. Because yeah, then I have to go through that worksheet, but I want a whole day to go through it, and today I'm kind of not pressed for time, but it's Christmas Eve. I'm not recording on Christmas because I'm going to go see family for Christmas, and I don't really want to pull out a laptop and start recording a video during Christmas. So yeah, that's about it. It's a bit of a tough time to do business. Personally, for me, I feel like maybe once I get older and I have less of a responsibility to see my family. I know that sounds bad, but I feel like as you get older, you become more distanced to those around, like that were around you in your youth, which could be a bad or a good thing. I don't know. A lot of successful people kind of see it as a good thing, and I'm sort of starting like because I wish I could have stayed home and just worked over Christmas, but then at the same time, I'm like it's my decision to go see family. Like I'm not blaming it on them. I would never blame anything on them, but like at the same time, I want to stay home and just work. But then like yeah, it's complicated. Being a human's hard. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to do. I just wanted to create a video for the accountability and just the consistency, even if there's nothing to talk about. And I'm sorry if I'm rushed and talking too much, too fast. Sorry mainly to future self, my future self. I feel like there's probably stuff I could have touched on, but the stuff I want to get done. So, yeah, bye.